Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, December the 8th, 2023. This video is a swing trade that was just filled actually today, which I'm recording this on December the 7th, 2023. I'll go over the reasons for the trade that Darko let everybody know about and the process that he went through in order to find it. And I'll also talk about some trade management that is absolutely critically important, especially with this trade, as you'll see. Also, I'm going to let you in on something new that Darko is developing right now that we think is going to help members big time reaching stage 4 status of becoming a consistently profitable trader faster than ever. So I'll mention that in this video as well. I hope you like the video, and if you do, we'd really appreciate it if you'd be so kind as to hit the like button. It would be like Christmas coming early for us. Okay? Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at this trade setup on the British Pound Japanese Yen pair. Okay, let's go over this British Pound Australian Dollar pair and see what how Darko came up with this trade in the first place. And everything's top down. Everything starts with the higher time frames. In fact, Darko actually uses the yearly chart to have a first look at things, just to get a general bias for the way he'd like to trade for the year. It's incredibly effective, actually, and it was new to me, and I'm quite impressed with what you can pick up by looking at a yearly chart. We don't trade off of it. It's just helps with general direction and bias. So on the monthly chart, you'll notice that we had this price action like this, and this move up here that took out this high and started closing up here is what we call a rotation, and it's a bullish move that happened. And if you look at on the weekly chart, it's a similar situation. We have these higher highs and higher lows, and we broke above this high and closed above it. So this is all confirming, like, we have both the monthly and the weekly trend heading higher. And notice that we're not using any technical indicators. It's just straight price. On the daily chart, same thing. We have, zoom this out here, see how price was going up and pulling back and going up and pulling back, and there's this big strong move up here and pull back into this level. This is a really important level, by the way, to watch, and it's really holding well. So in the context of all of these higher time frames showing strength, possible strength anyway, we don't really know, but it's showing that it's starting to put pressure to the upside. You see these lows are going higher even on the 4-hour chart. They're not pulling back quite as far. So who knows what will happen? But if we go down to our 4-hour chart, so working off of the weekly chart, we can then go to our 4-hour chart for entry and for our entry time frame. And on our entry time frame 4-hour chart, you'll notice that we had this same really nice bullish move like this. This is a really strong impulsive move higher here, and it just tells us that probably we're going to have things heading higher, because we do some structure damage here to all of these lower highs that were coming down. We all of a sudden shoot up and break out over all the top of them, come back down to this line that I just showed you. That was from the daily chart, by the way. I'll just show you that. The level in here is, we had all of these little necklines in here, which are, just holding very, very well. Came down a little bit more. Certainly it could come down to this level before shooting higher. It doesn't really matter, because our stop is going to be underneath here. This trade here, if you go look at the 4-hour chart, the entry is at around 65, I believe. Yeah, about 190.65. You can actually see it shooting up here right now as I'm recording this. But the thing is that, and it had about 125 pip risk, by the way. This is a pair that really moves. The main point that I want to show you is the process that Darko goes through for our members several times each week. That's what you just saw with this right now. And of course, he shows all pending orders in advance, so the members are able to take advantage of these moves. Now, I'm recording this on December the 7th, 2023, and of course, we have no idea what's going to happen here. This hopefully will keep going straight up. We don't know. But what's important to know is that there is big red flag news coming out tomorrow, the 8th of December, which is non-farm payrolls, and it can really move the markets. So trade management is really going to come into play. It's always very, very important, depending on the price action before the release, before the rate release, the non-farm payroll release. Becoming a great trade manager is like, it's the holy grail. It's critical to becoming a consistently profitable trader. And of course, we go over trade management with the members. Darko talks about it very regularly in his pre-market analysis videos, just so that the members are, it helps the members and they can control their risk. That's the main thing. Okay, and before I cap this off, I just so you know, we're always looking for ways we can improve the service and everything. Darko has some very exciting stuff on the horizon for further enhancing this service in terms of price action reading for additional high quality setups. These things, to develop these little extra things like that, they take a lot of time to develop and to back test and to test in real time before we use it, or certainly before we would use it, recommend it for any members. But the plan is, looks really good, and the plan is for this new material to be coming out at the beginning of 2024. So, this is really an opportune time to think about joining our service and getting up to speed so that you can, get the maximum benefit from the service in the quickest possible way. So that's a good glimpse of how the price action of a currency pair is broken down in order to find a tradable pattern that gives us an edge. Okay, it's just a rinse and repeat process that's been very consistently profitable. And Darko's longer-term trading service is having another great year, and that's because the methodology is just very, very sound. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let's see how this trade works out. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great weekend.